Good afternoon, evening, morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Welcome to Torchcast Episode 5. I'm Zach Schildhouse, your host, and today I have with me the one and only Jacob Carlson, someone who I've had the privilege of knowing for quite a while, and just really someone that you should really get to know as well. He's played men's hockey. He used to be a well-known reporter here for the Torch. He even runs his own league down in Grand Rapids for table hockey, and it's just a lot of awesome stuff. I'm going to let him kind of explain more of what he does right now. So, Jacob, introduce yourself. Give yourself a much better job than what I could ever do.
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me on here, Zach. So I really started here at Ferris. I'm a junior. Last year I was a sports reporter here at the Ferris State Torch. Really enjoyed my time and just getting to learn the ins and outs of college athletics. It was really eye-opening, and it was nice to meet all the student athletes we have here on campus. And I was fortunate enough to meet Harrison Watt, the play-by-play broadcaster for the hockey team, and he was able to pull me on the air a couple times last year, and I was really fortunate for that. And just kind of, dip my feet in to the broadcasting realm of the sporting world, which is eventually where I'd like to be. And this year I'm interning with the athletic program here, and then I'm also, tracking analytics for the hockey team this year. And just really looking forward to the year that we have ahead, and I'm just excited to see that all of our athletic programs are doing so well.
That is absolutely fantastic, Jacob, and I would love to talk more about it, but I literally know absolutely nothing about sports. So we're going to move on to a different topic. That is very awesome, and I'm sure to the sports listeners out there that they know exactly what you do, and they're probably like, wow, that is actually really awesome. But again, I'm sure it is, but again, I don't know anything about it. Anyways, though, Jacob, before the show, I realized we walked in and I had a nice packet of M&Ms, the really delicious ones, peanut M&Ms, the best of the best. And you had some Skittles, I guess.
Yeah.
And, it brought up the point that I was just thinking. I was like, it's like a competition. Why do you like Skittles so much? Like, M&Ms are the way to go.
No, I don't know. Candy. I like fruit-flavored candy. Like, don't get me wrong, I like chocolate, too.
Okay.
Like chocolate bars and like the Russell Stover stuff, like that's really good. But when it comes to like the bite size, like the stuff you can find in vending machines, most likely I'll be getting like Skittles or like Starburst.
Okay, see, Starburst I can get behind. Starburst, I don't know how you can't like Starburst.
I feel like everybody likes Starburst. There's always like colors. Have you seen like this summer they started doing the new Starburst packages where it was like only pink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, pink's the best.
Yeah, no, I love the pink Starburst. I never got my hands on one of those packages, though.
No, that's a shame, man. They were delicious.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what else is really good? Speaking of Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, Sour Patch Kids. I have an addiction to Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, I should probably see a doctor about it. It's getting pretty bad, honestly. Any flavor, though. Like, really? Sour Patch is just, it's one of those things where you can get the regular kind, the extreme, the tropical, the watermelon.
Watermelon. Did you see, have you had the new flavors? The cool ones?
I've had, the cool and then the heat ones. Those are really, really good. The cool flavored, I don't know the actual name of them, but they kind of have a cough syrup taste, like aftertaste to it.
I always got the lemonade-y, almost like menthol-y.
I get that when you eat it. And then, like, after it's all dead, I kind of have an aftertaste that reminds me of cough syrup. The heat ones, I don't really get any taste from them.
See, I've never had the heat ones.
But they're not hot. They're not hot. I tried them with my sister back in the summer, and she apparently can't handle her spice because she was crying. But they're not hot. I don't handle spice well. Yeah. And so if they were hot, I would know, but I didn't even, there was no heat that came from them.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to add that to the list of things to try.
Yeah.
And while we're on the topic of just good things to eat, I'm going to jump into beverages.
Yeah.
That had literally nothing to do with what you eat.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Well, you got to have a good cold beverage to wash it down.
And what's your cold beverage?
I don't know. I should probably be drinking more water. I've been trying to do that more and more recently.
I feel like everyone should.
Yeah, no, water is definitely the way to go. So definitely trying to do that more often.
But we know that's a lie.
Yeah, well,
what you primarily drink.
This year it's actually been pink lemonade.
Really?
Yeah, no, I've been dabbling into the pink lemonade. I'm a big Coca-Cola guy. That's what I drank for most of my life up to this point.
Ooh.
But pink lemonade, so, I've been dabbling into that quite a bit.
So
but
I feel like that's a bit of a blow to now being here at Ferris, being the big Coke guy. And
Yeah,
I know it's a bit late in the news, but Pepsi
all the
here.
Pepsi machines everywhere.
How have you been accustoming to that?
I just think it's funny how hard they've been trying to sell it. You know what I mean? Like, man, there's announcements everywhere. The first week, it was every other announcement was about the new Pepsi machine, so I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, you're either getting news about the faculty negotiations or the new Pepsi machine, so it's a pretty interesting start to the year here.
There's a fun dynamic going around here, and
yeah, for sure.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. It's just kind of like going along for the ride. You got the big old storm going on in the background, but
yeah, we're definitely on a ride with a storm in the background, but I feel like that's the way college should be.
Hey, brinkmanship.
Yeah,
live life on the edge. We know that's how you are academically. You just have fun.
For sure.
Then again, we all kind of do that sometimes academically.
Yeah.
But that's all right. That's all of the experience. It's all about the life experience you get here.
How about the life experience?
Oh, yeah. I feel like in college, you get so much life experience more than you might get academically.
You do. You have to find a balance, that's for sure. Yeah, it's fun. College, I think, is a good opportunity for a lot of people to explore just kind of the way that they're working into adulthood. This is the first time for most people where they're off on their own and away from their families, and so it's kind of interesting just to see how much students develop their time here. And
100%. Now, what would you say is like one of the most valuable lessons you have learned?
One of the most valuable lessons I've learned while at Ferris. Boy, that's a tough one. Probably just trying to find balance.
Balance?
Yeah, and Lord knows I have not done that yet, but no, I think balance is key, and it takes a while. Like, I think as freshmen, when you first arrive on campus, you're like, what is balance? You hear people use the word a lot, and you have no idea what it means. But no, I think to be successful in any walk of life, whether you're in college or in trade school or doing something else, I think you definitely need to find balance between your social life and your career life for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I gotta say, I agree wholeheartedly with that. But one of the things I specifically have learned is how to ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
I never liked doing it. I like to try to think I could do it on my own. But Jacob, I remember one very specific instance. It involved me and you. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't know if we mentioned, but me and Jacob, we go pretty far back. I've known him since high school, and we've been pretty good friends for a while. And so I got to experience some pretty gnarly situations with Jacob. And this kind of where coming to find help comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Getting tongue twisted, man. It's need help now. I remember a very specific instance back in, I believe it was March. We were out tracking because that's something fun to do around here.
Yeah.
And we're out on the trail. Yeah. And there was a sheet of ice.
Yeah.
And I remember I walked out on it.
Yeah.
I kind of jumped up and down. I said, Jacob, we can go right over this. It's fine. My foot went down maybe an inch.
Mm-hmm.
You said, all right, let's do it, because we didn't want to turn around.
Someone jump in. Here's the problem, folks. If any of you on this beautiful campus get to know Zach Schildhouse, here's my word of advice. Do not listen to Zach Schildhouse. You have to make your own decisions. Definitely don't let him make your decisions for you.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not going to comment on that quote, because it only happens to you whenever we hang out. Something always
because I'm the only one that's ever listened to you for decision making.
That is fair, and I feel like you've learned a lot from it.
Yeah, no, I have. I've learned not to let you make my decisions for me.
Exactly. But anyways, back to the story. We hop back in the truck.
Yeah.
Hop back in your good old Oldsmobile.
Yeah.
And we drive forward onto the ice. And this sucker goes nose in.
Yeah, we basically drove off a cliff into a river, so that was fantastic.
It was a great time, and we opened the doors. There's water coming out on my side. Jacob's freaking out. Zach, what do we do? Zach, what do we do? I look at him. I'm trying not to laugh because I know he's going to be really pissed if he sees me laughing. That was my whole thought. Like, I was
very
terrified.
upset.
But
very upset.
I was trying to say, I don't know, panic, but I was just stifling my laughter.
Yeah, there was a lot of panicking going on. I think we were both in the initial state of shock. But it went through me quicker because I was just so pissed off at you, and I could tell in your eyes that you were a little fearful of what the emotion that I was going to be displaying because it was not a fun time. The moment we were in it, getting out of the car and just seeing how far submerged the front end of the vehicle was.
Exactly. But you know what we did learn that day? Back to what I thought was important about asking for help.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what we did.
Yeah, we did.
I tried calling the tow company.
Yeah.
But they don't do dirt trails. It has to be off the paved road.
Yeah, we were so far off.
We were very far off the beaten path.
Mm-hmm.
But it came into clutch. His sister drove up from Grand Rapids to help us out. She gets there, but her vehicle's not strong enough to pull us out. Mm-hmm. It's the fact that she drove up there and hung out with us for a while until someone else that I knew came 45 minutes down south to pull us out. And it was a lot of waiting, a lot of, oh man, how long are we going to be stuck out here? Because it's cold.
The funny part about it was the whole point of the day was the truck was close to 300,000 miles. Like this puppy is old. And so we were tracking trying to get it to 300,000. We were about 30 miles away at the time of the accident. And but there was a long period of time where we were alone, like 2 miles back into the woods, and it was very cold. It was cold. It was probably only like 20 degrees, but the wind, I remember that was one of those typical Michigan weather days in the winter where the wind was just coming. I think it was like 35, 40 miles an hour that day, and so we were freezing.
And
we didn't have coats.
Very warm because we were in a car.
Yeah, we didn't have coats because the plan was to just, hit 300K and be done with it. And that was our first mistake, not being prepared for a situation like this. But thankfully, we had the supplies to make a fire, and we were able to do that. So we were literally sitting out in the middle of the woods with a fire.
We had donuts from Wesco.
We did have donuts. Always have donuts from Wesco. That's actually what I've learned while being here at Ferris. I knew that long before being here, but the one thing that you need to know while at Ferris is definitely make sure you make use of the 2-for-1 deal at Wesco on their donuts that night.
100%. Wesco is the way to go.
Yeah, their donuts, their popcorn too, fantastic. That's definitely something. If you are listening to this and you haven't had Wesco popcorn and donuts, make your way over there. It'll be extremely beneficial. But yeah, so it was a super crazy day, but super fortunate that you were able to know somebody, and he was able to come down and help us out. And it was crazy. I mean, the car was submerged underwater. The entire front half of the vehicle was submerged underwater for about 4 to 5 hours, and we got it out, and 20 minutes later we drove it home.
Drove it home. We went to get some dinner at the fine restaurant that is Hawkins. I know that's not its real name, but if you're local, you probably have heard of Hawkins.
Yeah, Last Chance Saloon in Hawkins. Saloon, I think it's what is it?
It's over in Reed City. It has a Reed City address.
It is.
It's just tucked away.
It's not like. It's definitely not the town of Reed City though.
No.
It's out in the middle of nowhere. It's considered like Hawkins, Michigan, but Hawkins, Michigan is just like a little 4-way stop basically, and no, it's a great place. It's like 15, 20 minutes away from campus, and
great deals.
You're driving in the middle of these dirt roads, and all of a sudden you come up on a restaurant, and
just an oasis out there.
Yeah, it
really
is
an oasis.
It is, and like you said, their deals are unbeatable.
You get bang for your buck. It's hard to finish.
You can go in there, get a meal that you'll probably end up boxing half of it home, and you'll get out of there for like $7, $8.
Super friendly. Like the second you walk in, you're like family there.
Yeah, you are.
It is amazing.
It's a good time. It's a very good time.
Like I remember my first memory. You walk in, some old drunk guy shouts to us, "Shut the damn door!" And, the second that happened, and everyone started laughing, it was like, all right. This is pretty great.
No,
this is
like
place. Straight up movie.
It's a good place. When you first pull in, you're kind of thinking it's going to be a like an old, sticks, saloon type thing that you should be fearful of walking in. But no, when you get in, it's a very nice place, and they do different stuff throughout the week. I think Saturday nights they have karaoke there, and I've been fortunate enough to go there for one of those, and it's just a good time.
It's all just kinds of good. But and then I mean, after Hawkins, after that delicious food at the Last Chance Saloon, we hit that 300,000 miles.
Yeah, we did. We hit it. Just a few minutes after leaving Hawkins, we were on one of those dirt roads, and we were able to stop and take a picture. So. That was a fun day.
It was fun. We found some balance.
Yeah.
We learned how to ask for help.
Yeah, no, we did.
We got some good food.
Yeah.
Like, it was just as crummy as it seemed. It was a great day.
It was crazy in the moments.
It certainly was.
But it was very surreal at the end of the day, just getting home, taking a warm shower, and realizing what we had accomplished throughout the day. It was pretty impressive.
It was a magical time.
Just the fact that we drove home. I thought I thought the car was going to be out of commission there, but
and the car's still working.
Yep, she's still working. We're about 30 miles away from 303,000 now, so she's doing good. She's doing good. I can't complain. I got her when I was in high school, and I didn't think I was going to make it this far, and she's definitely an A to B vehicle, but somehow she's accomplished more than that. So
I mean, she went above and beyond in almost every circumstance. If I could have a vehicle, I still wouldn't want it to be that one.
No, I don't know. I like the dependability of it. Somehow it's been super dependable. So
I feel your car is going to deserve a movie someday. Maybe,
yeah.
It deserves if it dies, it deserves it. Because I remember there's been like multiple occasions where it's we got to put old Betsy down.
Yeah.
Never had to happen.
Yeah, there's
I expect
been a lot of times.
When she finally goes, there needs to be an entire funeral for this car.
Probably. There's a lot of people that I think their lives have been touched by the vehicle. So
if you haven't been touched by this vehicle, hopefully you're not physically touched by this vehicle at high speeds.
Hopefully not.
But
hopefully not. I consider myself a pretty good driver, so.
Well, debatable. But
says the guy. Oh, let's tell the story. All right, this guy says debatable. The guy that I remember the first memory I have of you driving, where this was like 2-3 years ago. You're on your way back in Grand Rapids because you moved out of town for a while, and so Zach and I and one of our buddies, Anthony, we were pulling into an IHOP for breakfast in the morning, and we all park, and Zach's the last one to pull into the parking lot to park. And I'm getting out of my car, and all of a sudden I hear like a loud screeching, like metal screeching, and I look over, and Zach's van is halfway up a brand new Ford truck. It was awful. You rode halfway up.
Yeah, I did, and that was not my proudest moment.
Definitely not. It was pretty bad.
A lesson was learned that day.
A lesson was learned that
I'm not sure what it is.
You don't know how to
but
park.
Somebody learned. Well.
That was one of the lessons. No, you've gotten better. I think we've been able to. I don't know. You're all right.
Let's not discount the fact that I get a text every morning saying, "Oh, dude, I have to parallel park today.
Yeah,
I'm worried."
I can see.
I don't need to message somebody being worried before I wake up, before I get out of bed, before I even get in my car. I don't have to do that.
See, the problem for me is like I can parallel park fine. If like I picked it up really easy, like even in driver's training school, like I was able to do it perfectly fine as soon as they showed me how, and I've never had any trouble with it. It's just when I have to, it just I don't know. There's a social.
You're just not good.
Oh, I'm fine parallel parking.
Hey,
I've never had any trouble parallel parking.
I didn't say you weren't good at parking.
Yeah,
I just said you're not good.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. But.
Neither do I. It's just, wow, you've been, what's the word? What is the word I'm trying to say here?
Spectacular.
I would not have said that.
Spectacular.
You've made things interesting. Slightly hair-tearing.
In what way?
You know, for the sake of your own integrity, I'm not even going to mention it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I mean...
And again, I didn't mean it like that. Jacob is great.
Yeah.
Some days, but some days he's
No, days
he's
are
like a younger
interesting.
sibling, even though he's older than me.
Yeah.
But he acts like a little sibling, and since they don't leave you alone,
days are interesting.
You appreciate it later on.
Yeah, no,
just not
for
in the
sure.
moment.
For sure. Days. I try to make the small things in life seem to be a big deal because it makes it more fun that way.
See, and I also know you're not the only one at fault when it comes to that kind of stuff. Especially me and my relationship life. You have had plenty of... Yeah, exactly. I don't need to go into detail. You already just... That acknowledgement shows we're on equal footing in not being good at things. But that makes it interesting.
No, I think we're good at things because we're able to make it through. I think everybody's good at life because they wouldn't be here if they weren't. You know what I mean?
Dr. Phil, let's talk about that.
Yeah, no, I mean... I don't know. I mean... There's certainly people that struggle in life, but I feel like the fact that you're still here and you're still doing well, that means you're accomplishing something. And
I agree, man. You know, we all carry that baggage.
Yeah.
We're all on a train somewhere.
Yeah.
Or
no,
bus,
and that's the thing, too. Is
your
like,
form of transportation is. But you got the baggage that you got to carry.
Yeah.
It's how you carry it and how you delegate it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I feel like you can get... you can hurt yourself by thinking you're the only one, carrying baggage and whatnot, because everybody on this planet has got something on their shoulders, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody can get off scotch-free, and so everybody's dealing with something, and but no, I think the fact that we're all dealing with it and we're still surviving means we're semi-successful.
Kind of brings it all the way right back to just finding that balance, learning when to ask for help.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just make someone's day.
Yeah.
All you got to do is smile or be like, how you doing?
Yeah,
you never
for
know.
sure.
Like, the smallest things can make the biggest impacts.
Yeah, no, and I mean, like, a really selfish way of looking at it, too, is, like, I feel in the past, when I make somebody else's day, it makes my day, too.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't do it for that reason, but I feel like when you're out helping other people, even if it's just, you know, holding the door open for them or smiling, I think it always makes your day better too when you knowing that you're doing stuff for other people.
Even just picking trash and no one sees you do it, it's the fact you did something that might make you feel good. You know?
No, I think
you don't always need to make someone else smile. Maybe sometimes just give yourself a reason to smile. You know, it's fantastic.
No, for sure.
Just it's great. Wow, that became motivational.
Yeah.
How did we get there?
That's the those are the stages of college right there. First,
there we go. Goofing off when you get here about M&Ms and Skittles.
Yeah.
Having some crazy adventures and just realizing in the end, wow, that was totally worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
You learned a lot.
I think everybody needs motivation at some point in college. You all hit that point. And if you haven't,
we're still hitting that point.
Yeah, if you haven't hit it yet, it will happen. Whether it's midterms or exams, there's going to be a point where everybody hits it. So. But no, it's pretty easy to get through, and once you do, you're pretty satisfied.
Speaking of which, we've already been here for about 6 weeks, and by this time this podcast gets released, that'll be about 7 weeks. Mm-hmm. That's a long time.
We're 7 weeks in, and the teachers still haven't gotten paid. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, that's a spicy topic, man.
Yeah.
What are my thoughts on that?
It's kind of crazy, though, just how long it's lasted.
It has lasted a while. And
as a student, though, like what... I don't know. I just feel like it's been interesting. It's been fun to watch throughout the year. Just everything that's been going on.
I feel bad using the term fun because this is like people's lives, but
it's
been more of an interesting experience to just like witness something so firsthand.
And that's the thing.
You hear about it in the news, like when it comes to this kind of stuff, but actually being like in some way, shape, or form involved, because what affects our professors in some way affects us.
I guess unique would be the way the word I would use. Not
it's
fun,
unique.
But it's just been interesting to see, and definitely I hope in the end it all works out for everybody involved, and that the professors can continue, you know, doing the wonderful job that they try to do, and you know, some of them more than others, but no, I think a lot of people involved that are being affected. It'd be nice to just see it kind of come to an end.
And I think the best way to see this come to an end is, you know, everyone's got to stand in some solidarity. Forgive me if I said that word wrong. I don't know how to say some words. But, you know, you just got to really stand together. Have a brotherhood. And I encourage fellow students to, you know, actually get involved. Like, don't just take this in passing. Like, look at the two sides. Make an opinion for yourself.
You know, one of the interesting questions that I think students can impose is, a lot of us on the first day before the restraining order was imposed on the professors, a lot of us didn't have class that first day, so I feel like morally, you know, we should be able to receive refunds for that first day because, you know, if you break down the tuition cost, every day costs quite a bit. And it'd be nice to see that money back, don't you think?
I mean, as a poor college student, any form of money coming into my possession sounds like a great thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm all for getting on that bandwagon to get the refund going. I know it was talked about. A lot of people were talking about it on campus for the first week more as a joking matter, but I think we should, I don't know, I feel like it should be more serious than it is joking.
Oh, throw another petition up against Eisler?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who it would be against, but... No, I just want to see everybody back to normal. It'd be nice to. It's just like, you know, in sports, like when there's a lockout during the season, it's kind of nice to just see it all wrap up, and it gets tiring after a while, and you'd like to see everything get back to normal, and hopefully that happens here soon.
100%. Well, Jacob, it has been an honor and a privilege to have you on the show. I'm so happy to have been able to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
You'd have been a great addition to have on, and I hope to have you on again sometime.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's just been wow. I wish you all the best in your studies. Get back in that academic swing. I wish you all the best in the potential internship. Internships that you have facing you.
Yeah, thank you.
And man, just thank you for all the fun and wisdom you were able to instill into this episode 5 podcast. It was, like I said, it was great.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
No problem. Well, than that, guys, thank you so much for listening to episode 5 of the Torchcast. If you would like to hear anything, please feel free to send in submissions on the Torch website. I would love to hear them. I'd love to hear your comments, questions, concerns, even snide remarks. Always a privilege. All right. Anyways, though, guys, take care. Bye.